Hello, and welcome to Final Fantasy II. Welcome back to Final Fantasy. This is again the Dawn of Soul versions. But this time, in number 2, we will be playing the Soul of Rebirth, like I said I wasn't going to when I finished Final Fantasy II. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and change my mind, only because of the fact that it's not that long of a game, but it's really complicated. Anyway, so I've actually already previously started to play this, just to see how it would work, and it is kind of tough at the beginning. As you can see, yeah, there's my file. But you have to load your game clear file to play. So, going up. Oh yeah, I recorded this and now I'm voicing over, so some of my things won't be in sync with what I say, or the moves. Anyway, so the screen's gone bright. Minwu, go through the door. You must take Ultima. Okay, so Minwu's alive again. Do not grieve, this was my destiny. Wait a minute, this is all the way back at... oh, never mind. What's he doing in Jade Passage, though? What is this place? Am I dead? Of course you're dead. You died trying to open Ultima. And yeah, this part is planned out, actually. What's that noise? Is someone there? So you actually don't have control over your character up until the first battle. See? There's the battle. Gordon? That's not Gordon, you idiot. Gordon didn't die. We know this. Black Knight. Not much for talk, but let's see how you bleed. I'll not flee for a shade of the Empire. This I swear on the honor of House Kashan. Well, great going. Behind you, look out! Okay. And yeah, so the first battle happens. And yeah, basically it's really hard. You basically want to use like Protect, Blink, and other type of moves. But as you see, I'm going to do something new with this, and actually instead of editing out the video, the footage of me battling, I'm just going to fast forward through it. Alright, so now that that's over with, let's talk to this guy. Minwu? The White Wizard of Finn? Nah. It's me, Scott Kashan. Nah, you weren't alive. Prince Scott, I heard you found Finn. So I did. I gave a ring to a young group sent by the rebels. And then... bleh, he fell over dead. Why'd you have to die, huh? That means that this place must be... think hard. So, you're dead too? Then Hilda and Gordon, are they? No, they're fine. I beat the game, they were alive. No, Princess Hilda and Princess Gordon are well. Or at least they were when I died. You died trying to open a door. But it is true, you're as dead as I am. You just fell over. At least it wasn't as lame as the king. He got shot in the back with an arrow. Ow. How did it happen? Let me guess. The Imperials? No, the decision to yield my life was my own. I was the only way to break the seal binding the ultimate magic. Ultima? Has the Empire grown so powerful that we must resort to such a terrible magic? Nah, they're dead. I am confident my death was not in vain. By now, the young warriors to whom you gave your ring should possess Ultima. Them? D-Helm, Mariah, Guy, they form the core of our rebel forces. I see, but where exactly does that put us? The afterlife, I suppose. And hell, at that, judging by the scenery, I didn't take the lives of many foes while fighting the Empire. Hell, or perhaps Shade. There, it's a dead ringer. The passage to hell? I don't know. Let's find out. Yes, let's. So, Scott joins the party. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the chest over to the right. Here in a moment. And there's a battle planned right next to this place. So I'm gonna save. And actually, I should probably heal up first, but we will. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It's really important that you save a lot at the beginning and heal up after any battle. But right before you can go through that little corridor here, yeah, there's a battle here, and it's always going to be with a set number of death horns. This time I'm lucky and it was 4, but it can go up to 6, and I believe it can actually go to 8. But you're going to want to cast Protect, Blink, and so on. Basically anything you find necessary. And I actually survived it, and I'm going to go ahead and heal. Magic Cure. Cure me. And then save after giving him a couple others. You want to be careful because there are no vendors per se till the end of this part of the till the end of this dungeon, which is, I guess, what this is called. And I'm gonna go up here, and it was an empty room, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack these guys. And Protect missed. Wow, fail. And kill them. Okay, and now there's another battle, and it's with Death Horns, so I'm most likely gonna die. But thank God I saved, because yeah, I'm probably gonna die. See, look at that. Minwoo actually dies a whole lot here at the beginning. I'm sorry, but he's weak as hell. But he has almost all of the magic that you could need. I mean, I don't think I buy any magic spells in this game. And yeah, I ended up dying. But that's the awesomeness of saving wherever you want. See? And now I don't have to go to the left and up there. I can just continue on. And it looks like I ran into Gygus worms. And actually, they're pretty simple. They're easier than some of the other things that you can run into. It may look like I'm taking a lot of damage, but that is simple. Anyway, continuing on up. Oh yeah, and I decided that I will be doing the DS Final Fantasies. So like 3, 4, and 5, I believe, were for DS. I'll have to check that, but I think it's actually 3 through 6. They remade them into a DS. But just in case some of them aren't, there's a Game Boy Advance version of them. I know that for a fact. So I actually will be doing those because they are set to where if I want to use my Xbox controller instead of my mouse to click on that tiny DS screen, I can. And plus, it will have good graphics, so that's good. And wow, these Death Horns were actually really easy to kill. I didn't know that they were weak to magic, per se, but it looks like they're highly weak to fire. I'm not going to check any of the other spells, but that might be something to look into. Death Horns are very magic, non-resistant. I probably said that wrong, but hey. But yeah, I haven't actually played through 4, 5, or 6 of Final Fantasy. I hear 6 is really good, but 7's the best. I like 7 the most. I'm pretty sure I will like 7 the most. It was awesome. I can't wait till I get to that Let's Play. Anyway, there's a Gygus. Holy crap, or Glacia Labolus. What the hell? They could have kept it a Gygus. It is a demon Gygus. It will eat your head. I don't know. All I know is it will punch your guts out. I mean, one punch, it goes bleh, and you'll see your liver on the floor in front of you. Anyway, so yeah, this first part's called the Unknown Cave. only because we're not sure it's actually Jade Passage. Later on it is proven that it is a different passage, I will say that. And if you saw up in the right corner of the screen, there's a person up there that is possibly a partner of ours. And yeah, see, Minwoo keeps dying. Wimp. Anyway, his HP increased, so I guess that's good. And as you see up there, yep, that was Joseph. He died with that giant boulder thing when Borgin tried to kill us. By the way, yep, Borgin's up there too. Borgin, that's sweet, isn't it, Joseph? Now we have all eternity together. Joseph. Fail. I failed at the voice acting. Alright, it's time about... Yeah, there was the famous laugh. Hey. Crap. He probably started off with a laugh though, and I didn't notice it. But still, that was his laugh. I'm failing at reading this stuff. Oh well. Careful. He's undead. Yes, he is. And he's still a giant pushover. If you, sort of leveled up. I didn't. But he's still kind of simple. Now that we have 3 people, it would have been really tough if we had just Minwoo or just Minwoo and Scott. I mean, it probably would have been passable with Minwoo and Scott, but Joseph really helps. I mean, he's got that unarmed stuff down. He's like a hill guy. He'll punch an enemy and their liver will be on the floor in front of him. Why do I keep saying that? So you're here too, Joseph? The Prince of Kashan. I heard you were mortally wounded at Finn. Yes, he was. I was. And you? After fighting Borgin, we fell into a trap you laid. It was a sorry way to go, but at least I helped those kids escape. There's a comparison. So you were here also with them. You were also with them when... And I don't regret a thing. They're young, but they've got a spirit. Now, can either of you tell me where we are? Aren't we supposed to be dead? You know, I probably have a different voice acting for him right now than I did originally in Final Fantasy II. I probably messed this up completely. Anyway, the passage they say the beast of hell used to enter the underworld. Hell, what are we doing here? There are many. I'm failing at this today. I'm just not with it. An unfinished task, huh? Then we best finish it. Yes, we best. Joseph joins the party. Blah. Anyway, this whole video is going to basically be on Jade Passage. And we got the Thieves Glove in that. And it's a... Wow, these are just like those vine whips, or vine eaters at the beginning of Final Fantasy II. They're that simple as well. Oh, anyway, gonna save. Now we have Joseph. Yay! Anyway, this whole video is gonna be on the Jade Passage and basically getting out of it. And there's Death Knights. Those wouldn't be related to any Lich King, would they? Death Knights. World of Warcraft. Anyway. Continuing, saving, all that wonderful stuff. And I'm gonna actually optimize all my people here. You can get a whole lot of gear once you get out of here. There's gonna be just a whole bunch that you can get. The only thing that I would have to say is it's not the best gear. While you're random battling, you can get a heck of a lot better gear than what you can actually go and buy. Because what you buy it can be your best gear if you want it to be, but if you spend time to random battle like I did, I mean, I spent like 4 hours at least random battling, and it took me 7 hours to beat this game. I think was the last total. I think it was 7 hours and 30 minutes, and I spent a good 4 hours there random battling. And some of the enemies drop like ribbons, and then they drop your better gear like the Genji items and stuff. You can get those just off of the drops if I'm correct. If not, then I do end up getting a bunch of Genji items while I'm in the last dungeon, which isn't far from here. In this video, I get out of the Jade Passage. In the next video, I explore the town. In the video after that, I'm gonna get the Ultimatum, because yes, there's one in the underworld as well. And then in the last video, or no, that's probably not going to be last. And then the video after that, I'm going to go ahead and go through the last dungeon. And then in the video after that, I kill the Emperor and show the credits. So as you can see, it's going to be like 5 or 6 videos long, depending. And now, as you can see, we have 3 people, so we have to find our 4th. Where is he though? Ooh. And I'm gonna go up here, save real quick just in case there's a plotted place, because that's a one-man hallway. And it looks like I have to battle a bunch of Gigas worms. Just the basics. You can actually level up really easy here at the beginning because you need to, but later on it takes a couple battles to level up. Also, remember this area looking place in Jade Passage in number 2? Well, it acts exactly the same. It's basically the whole Jade Passage, but backwards in a way. So, if we go to the right, up, left, down, and so on, eventually we'll go to that chest that in the other Jade Passage would have a poison axe, no, rune axe. And it would be guarded by King Behemoth if I'm correct. And I think in this one it just has like a poison axe or something. I don't think it, actually no, it doesn't even have an axe. I think it has an elixir. But also, one of the similarities is behind the waterfall you can get magic items. And it's a gill snapper. They're actually pretty easy compared to what they look. At least they're not adamantoises. Adamantoise. Anyway, Silver Curious or Chorus, I don't know. It's a chest piece. I'm gonna save, and yeah, I'm gonna go behind this waterfall and see what they have. If I could get to the bottom. Blarg. That is a word. That guy. Anyway, continuing down and to the left and up behind this waterfall. Let's see what it has. Berserk, Haste, Holy, and Flare. Well, I think I'll get Berserk and Haste. Yeah, and that should be good. I'm gonna have to use those. I'm pretty sure. You should probably use them too. And since I don't know which door to go into, it's probably the last. Yes, it was. Haha. Just need to go to the left. There's really not much to do in here unless you're looking for all the items, which I'm not. But I do come back later and get the items off screen while I'm training. So, at the very top of the room, well, yeah, towards the top of the room, there's a room or a door, and if you go inside it, there's like 3 chests inside that you can get. I can't remember what's in them, but they're up there somewhere. Anyway, going to left. I wish I could get a DVD recorder so I could record like Nintendo type games, but I just can't right now. Anyway, I'm saying anyway a whole lot. Going down and to left and up. I'm gonna save here because there is a battle coming up. This wasn't what I was talking about, but that works too. Saving's always good. And up and to the right. Hopefully don't run it. Yeah, here we go. See? That sprite will probably look familiar. Yes, it is the roundworm from the Leviathan part of Final Fantasy II, right before the Obsidian Tower, if I'm correct it was called. But yeah, it's the same one actually. It followed us to heck. Pain in the butt. And I got another. Not so fast. This one's mine. What? Who said that? Who? See, he agrees. A dragoon. Ah, it's Ricard. This fiend followed me all the way to hell. That's a grudge to end all grudges. Yeah. So yeah, you have to kill this roundworm again. And it's still easy as heck. Plus, Ricard does like 1,000 something damage every hit. Or no, he just did 923. Excuse me. Well, if it isn't the mage who broke the seal on Ultima. Oh yeah, he was there, wasn't he? So you too have lost your life. What of Ultima? What of D-Helm and the others? Don't worry, the spell is theirs now. We confronted the Dark Knight, who proclaimed himself Emperor. But as we faced him, his master returned, risen from hell. I'm sure it was here that he gained such hideous power. I'm not sure. D-Helm and the others. With any luck, they escaped on my wyvern. I'm probably saying that wrong. I bought them as much time as I could. You too, huh? And you are? And Joseph. I was traveling with them the same as you. I'm Scott, Prince of Kashan. I too shared my last words with them. We all have one thing in common. We traveled with them and lost our lives. Well, there we go. Are you saying that our meeting here is no accident? The Emperor acquires power from hell. We find ourselves in Jade, the passageway to hell. It seems that some fate unknown, even to me, is at work. And yeah, that's our last party member of the game. It's not as weird as the last one. Not a lot of deaths. Then again, how can you die when you're already dead? And we got another Demon Gygus. I'm not going to call it what it's really called because that takes forever. So it's just Demon Gygus. And save. Gonna go ahead and go up and to the left and open this chest. Protect ring, equipment, and there we go. Later on, if you did a whole bunch of random meddling like you probably should and got a bunch of items, equipping is gonna be tough because if you have like better armor than a ribbon, then it automatically switches that in optimal. So that can get annoying. But there's only like 2 minutes left, so that much is good. I'm sorry this video was a little long, but hey, it was the whole passage in one video. Hurrah! But yeah, there's only like 2 floors left. And serpents. Careful, they can paralyze you. Do. Come on. And I probably should sort some of this stuff. Oh well. Saving. And I don't think I'll go ahead and equip these. I'll give Scott Berserk and Haste to Joseph because Minwu's magic is filled. And continuing on down. This is the last room, really, if I'm correct. To left, up, to left, up, to left. And yeah, it is. Demon, Gygus, and Miss Vamps. 2 Miss Vamps. And Joseph died. Holy crap. Anyway, that is actually about it for this video. We will leave Jade Passage, as it is called so far. It's called Unknown Cave, but it's not really an unknown cave. Well, actually, yeah, it is at this point. But I will go ahead and cut off once I go through this portal. I will see you all next time in my Let's Play Final Fantasy II Soul of Rebirth. See you later.